the Springboks have once again demonstrated their dominance on the global rugby stage, securing an unprecedented 3 out of 4 nominations for the World Rugby Men's Player of the Year award. Pieter-Steph du Toit, Marx, and Nche have been shortlisted alongside France's Louis Bilbayari, with the winner set to be announced this Saturday. This remarkable achievement underscores the depth of talent within the world champion squad and marks a historic moment for South African rugby. Du Toit, who won the award in both 2019 and 2024, could become only the 3rd player in history to claim 3 World Player of the Year titles, joining legendary All Blacks Dan Carter and Nche in this exclusive club. The fact that he has only made the shortlist in years he ultimately won speaks volumes about the exceptional standards he maintains when performing at his absolute peak. The 33-year-old flanker has been nothing short of sensational throughout the season. His performance in the World Cup final against New Zealand remains etched in rugby history, where he produced an astonishing 28 tackles without missing a single one, embodying the relentless spirit that has come to define modern Springbok rugby. His work rate, defensive prowess, and ability to dominate the collision areas have set him apart as one of the most complete forwards the game has ever seen. What makes this year's shortlist particularly special is the diversity of positions represented by the South African nominees. Marx, the powerful hooker, has been instrumental in the Springboks' success throughout the season. Marx scored a crucial brace in the Rugby Championship finale against Argentina, helping the Springboks secure back-to-back titles for the first time in their history. His combination of raw power, technical excellence at the lineout, and ability to carry ball in hand has made him one of the most feared hookers in world rugby. This marks the 2nd time Marx has been nominated for the prestigious award. Having previously been among the nominees in 2018, his journey to this point has been marked by consistent excellence, recovering from a serious knee injury that ruled him out of the World Cup to come back stronger than ever. The way he has dominated scrums, controlled lineouts, and provided crucial moments in tight matches has been exemplary of the professional standards expected at the highest level of the game. Perhaps the most groundbreaking nomination, however, belongs to Nche. The powerful loosehead prop is the first prop in the history of the awards to be nominated, a recognition that speaks to his exceptional impact on the modern game. In an era where props are often overlooked for individual accolades, Nche has transcended traditional expectations of his position, becoming a genuine game-changer for the Nche ranks as the #1 player in the United Rugby Championship Top 100, and has won 19 scrum penalties across the Rugby Championship, 8 more than any other player. His technical mastery of scrummaging has turned the set piece into a weapon, regularly winning penalties that provide his team with crucial territorial advantage. Beyond his scrummaging, Nche's mobility around the field, his tackling ability, and his understanding of the game's nuances have elevated him to a level rarely seen in a prop forward. The cultural impact of Nche's nomination cannot be understated. Known affectionately as the Little Destroyer and the Malmesbury Missile, he has become a cult figure among rugby fans. His unapologetic approach to his physique and his famous quote about counting slices of cake rather than calories has resonated with supporters who appreciate authenticity in their sporting heroes. He represents a rugby ethos that values power, skill, and effectiveness over conforming to traditional athletic stereotypes. South Africa Rugby President Mark Alexander expressed immense pride in the quartet of Springbok nominees. To have 3 of the 4 nominees for Men's Player of the Year from South Africa, as well as Ethan in the breakthrough category, is a testament to the quality of our players on the global stage, Alexander stated. The fact that young talent like Ethan Hooker is also being recognized in the breakthrough player category further demonstrates the healthy pipeline of talent flowing through South African rugby. The dominance of Springbok players on this shortlist is no accident. It reflects the culmination of years of strategic planning, exceptional coaching under Rassie Erasmus, and a playing philosophy that emphasizes physicality, tactical intelligence, and mental resilience. The Springboks' ability to win back-to-back rugby championship titles, their consistent performances throughout the international season, and their capacity to deliver in pressure moments have all contributed to this remarkable recognition. Du Toit's potential 3rd award would cement his legacy as one of the greatest players to ever wear the green and gold. His journey from a young second-row prospect to a world-class flanker who defines modern loose forward play has been remarkable. Known for his stamina, his ability to make crucial turnovers, and his leadership on the field, Du Toit embodies everything that makes South African rugby special. His performances have inspired a generation of players and set new standards for what is possible from a loose forward. The competition Du Toit faces is formidable. France's Louis Bilbayari has had an exceptional year, bringing flair and excitement to the international stage. However, the consistency and impact that Du Toit has delivered throughout the entire season, combined with his performances in the biggest matches, make him the favorite heading into Saturday's announcement. Malcolm Marx's nomination represents the recognition of excellence in one of rugby's most demanding positions. Hookers must master the technical aspects of line-out throwing, provide stability in the scrum, and increasingly contribute as ball carriers and defenders in open play. Marx excels in all these areas, and his ability to deliver match-winning performances when it matters most has been crucial to Springboks' success. The fact that 3 Springboks occupy spots on a 4-man shortlist is unprecedented in recent memory. It reflects not just individual brilliance but the collective strength of South African rugby. When 3 players from the same team reach this level of recognition, it speaks to a culture of excellence, a commitment to high performance, and a team environment that allows individual talent to flourish while serving collective goals. Nche's nomination as the first prop in history carries symbolic weight beyond his personal achievement. It signals a shift in how rugby views and values different positions. Traditionally, backs and loose forwards have dominated individual awards, with props rarely receiving recognition despite their crucial importance to team success. Nche's inclusion challenges these conventions and acknowledges that excellence in rugby can come from any position on the field. The timing of these nominations is particularly poignant as the rugby world continues to evolve. The game has become faster, more physical, and more demanding than ever before. The Springboks have adapted to these changes while maintaining the traditional strengths that have always characterized South African rugby: forward dominance, set-piece excellence, and uncompromising defense. These 3 nominees embody this balance between tradition and innovation. Looking ahead to Saturday's announcement, rugby fans around the world will be watching with anticipation, regardless of who ultimately wins the award. The recognition of these 3 Springboks represents a crowning achievement for South African rugby in this season. It demonstrates that the Springboks are not just winning through a single superstar but through the collective brilliance of multiple world-class performers. The impact of these nominations extends beyond the individuals involved. Young rugby players across South Africa and around the world will see that dedication, hard work, and commitment to excellence can be rewarded at the highest level. They will see that rugby celebrates all positions, from props to flankers to hookers, and that there are multiple pathways to greatness in this sport. As the announcement approaches, the South African rugby community stands united in pride. Regardless of which player ultimately claims the award, the fact that 3 Springboks are in contention represents a golden era for South African rugby, one that future generations will look back on with admiration. Whether Du Toit adds a historic 3rd title to his collection, Marx claims his first, or Nche makes history as the first prop to win, South African rugby has already triumphed by having such exceptional representatives on the world stage. This shortlist is more than just a list of names. It is a testament to the power of South African rugby, the effectiveness of its structures, and the quality of its athletes. It represents countless hours of training, sacrifice, and dedication from these players and everyone who supports them. As Saturday approaches, the rugby world will celebrate not just individual excellence, but the enduring strength of a rugby nation that continues to set the standard for the rest of the world to follow.